Hey guys, what's up? Mike again, doing another video. Um, this time I'll be reviewing a random comic, not random, but a comic I bought. Wolverine and the X-Men #1. I purchased the variant white cover so people could sketch and draw on it and stuff. Um, so it's by Jason Aaron and Chris Bachalo. So just a little background story about this book. It's called Wolverine and the X-Men because the X-Men have split up. Wolverine and Cyclops got into a fight over how the students should be treated. Cyclops feels they should be soldiers, and Wolverine thinks that they should be students. They're kids. They fight over it, and the X-Men split into two factions, being either with Cyclops in California, where the X-Men have been located for the last couple of years, and with the Wolverine, who's returned to Westchester and restarted the school, but he's now named it something else, which I'll get into in the book. So that's just a little background story. So the book starts off with Professor Xavier and who's no longer the leader of the X-Men, that's Cyclops, and Wolverine talking at the new school. Wolverine's sort of expressing his nervousness. He's had the entire school built on his own dime. He's actually run out of money. Wolverine, he's been alive a long time. He's apparently accumulated lots of money. And the professor and him are going back and it's a good banter between them about how the school gets blown up a lot and how it should his Wolverine's hairs will be falling. Wolverine's concerned. He's afraid that he's gonna fail as headmaster, and he's trying to get the professor to join in or come back to school, maybe see if he will be headmaster. But the headmaster, Xavier, refuses. I believe Xavier states that he'll show up as a guest lecturer once in a while, but this is Wolverine's school, not Xavier's. It then fast forwards to the first day of school or slash school. The school's getting has to be approved by the Board of Education, and Wolverine is concerned, so he takes a drink. He's a little nervous about being a teacher. Wolverine's not known for his people skills or being a teacher. He's known for being that go-to guy when you need some muscle and things taken care of. So we fast forward to him and Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde is headmistress. He's headmaster. And the school is now called the Jean Grey Institute of Higher Learning or Education. I totally blanked out on what it was called. I think it's Higher Learning. It's named after Jean Grey, which I think is a very interesting move on their part. But I'll get to that in a little later on in my plot after when I talk about the story. So these people go around the school. It's also the first day of school, so all the students are there. It's pretty chaotic. The entire school is designed and built by Beast. There are tons of X-Men there, ton of X-students. A lot of the younger X-men went with Wolverine, and not only that, it's just a lot of people show up in nowhere. Some of the Kid Gladiator from the Shi'ar Empire is there. Some other random people. So the school's built and designed by Beast, so the entire school is essentially a danger room. There's floaty things. There's a lot of floating things. It's very impressive the way the school is. And more on that later. So they show the people around. The people are very skeptical. They know that this is a school for mutants, and they seem like they are hostile towards it. That this shouldn't be a school. Even though Kitty Pryde has super amount of credentials, they don't think she should be a teacher, even because she doesn't have a teaching license. But she has gone to Columbia. She's a scientific genius, and she's worked with Shield, and Wolverine's an Avenger, but that doesn't mean anything. So these people go around observing the school and seeing just how chaotic it is. They meet some of the students, they see some of the teachers, and they are very skeptical about making this a school. We're gonna fast forward. Wolverine meets a kid at the gates, and this kid is the leader of the Hellfire Club. I forget his name, but essentially him and a bunch of other kids that were children of the Hellfire Club's previous leaders they killed their parents and became the Hellfire Club. And he's promised that he's going to destroy the X-Men. He didn't expect Wolverine to start the school, which is very surprising. But he summons like this earth monster essentially to arise, and it attacks the school, and that's where the book ends. Otherwise, this book is very impressive writing wise and art wise. I'm gonna start with the writing. It's by Jason Aaron. He's written a lot of other X-Men books, I believe. I don't really read the X-Men. I think I've stated this before in like old videos, but there's a lot of continuity in the story that you have to read if you want to read X-Men. I know the gist of most of it. I've never read, like, I've read some arcs, but like I've never been in touch with X-Men like this. But since it's called the Regenesis, I decided to give this a try. Oh, something just happened. But yeah. So Jason Aaron's the writer, and he's very good. The way Wolverine in the beginning, Wolverine's banter with Xavier is extremely well done. Not only that, the way Kitty Pryde, Kitty Pryde is intelligent. The faculty that they provide, Beast is like focused on his science, not caring. Like he's in the zone, trying to build this school because he is on the outs with Cyclops over X Force, and just in general about the way Cyclops was running the X-Men as an army, and not as a place for a safe haven for mutants. Well, so there's a lot of people in the book that you see, a lot of characters. I actually don't remember, so I'm gonna go through the list real quick. But not only that, it's just the way Jason Aaron writes Wolverine is really good. Is Wolverine's trying to be this gentleman, this adult about the way he's trying to get the school running, and it's actually like very interesting how he's portrays Wolverine, which I like a lot. What else is there? So the X-Men that have joined Wolverine, and the ones that we see in the X-Men that have joined Wolverine, they have a list of them in the book at the end. I'm gonna be going. So the faculty consists of Wolverine, and Kitty Pryde is the headmaster and headmistress. Beast is the vice principal. Gambit senior staff. Rachel Grace senior staff. Rogue, Iceman, Cannonball, Chamber, Husk, Karma, Frenzy, Dupe, and Toad. They're all part of the faculty. And as for the students, it contains a list of Armor, Anole, Blindfold, Bling, Brew, Cypher, Ernst, Gentle, Glob Herman, Grey Malkin, Hellion, Indra, Kid Gladiator, Kid Omega, Match, Mercury, Oya, Rockslide, Trance, and Warbird's there as a bodyguard. But this cast list is very impressive. They even have a character. I'm showing. They have so they have a character list like right there who are part of Wolverine's X-Men. And not only that, they have a class list, which is impressive. This is the Jean Grey Institute of Higher Learning class list, which is pretty impressive. I'm going to go over his world history with Headmaster Logan, 1880 to 1950, an eyewitness account. And this is like what they put into this book is very entertaining. The history of mutant art with Husk, quantum physics with Professor McCoy, ethics 101, forgetting everything you learned from Emma Frost with Headmistress Pride, how to weaponize household products with Professor Remy LeBeau, algebra sucks, I know, but you still have to learn it with Bobby Drake, and so on and so forth. So this is just like even this is an impressive like book. Story like writing wise, like I didn't expect this. As for art, this video is getting a little long. As for art wise, this book is impressive. Chris Bachalo draws character extremely well. I like the way he particularly draws Wolverine. He's very short, stocky, and powerful. Not too muscular. Like, I mean, he's bulky, but his arms aren't weirdly proportioned with muscle stuff. He draws all his characters are drawn very well. I like it a lot. All his characters look very similar. I mean, like he has his own peculiar art style that, not many people, that it's easily recognized, and I like it a lot. Otherwise, the school looks very impressive. It's giant. There's ice pillars and floating machines. It's like Beast has incorporated some CR technology into it, but this school is like a total 160, 180 from the original building. Um, Otherwise, art is impressive. I like the fact that it's called the Jean Grey Institute of Higher Learning. I think that's a good twist on it. Otherwise, there's nothing much else to say about this book. I'm probably gonna continue reading it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, especially since I buy a lot of comics already. But this is a series worth reading. This Regenesis. I'm not sure I'm gonna read about the Blue Team, which is Cyclops' team, but I'm definitely gonna look into it. But Wolverine, the X-Men, and whoever the Gold Team impressed me. I like it a lot, and I hope it stays this quality. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5, just because there's some nitpicky things I don't like. Toad's in the book, and I don't like the part that he was just bitching and complaining. He was essentially bitching and complaining about his job the entire time, and it got a little heavy on the dialogue at certain points, which I understand. They're trying to establish a story. Um, that's not a bad thing. It's also not, it's not a bad thing, but I felt it's a little too heavy some points, especially with the Hellfire Club president there. But anyway, it's a great book. I hope you guys pick it up and take a look at it. I hope you had it's. I can't say anything. I can't get over how good this book was. So thanks for watching. Leave a response or a comment, and enjoy your books and have a great one, guys. Thanks for watching.